This is my own opinion. I don't think that he was ready tonight.
Well,
Dr. Carson, we're live on Fox News Radio Network. We got Dr. Carson. Jeff Manassi of Fox News Radio. We're going in just a second.
here comes Jeff. We're coming to you. Here we go.
Jared, we are with Dr. Ben Carson. Dr. Carson, your thought, your takeaway from tonight, your experiences. They asked you quite a few questions. They ended up getting to you. Your thought on tonight.
I thought it was a very good debate. It was an opportunity to really get some things out. You know, I wanted more foreign policy questions, only got one. But it was okay, you know, because we have several more debates coming up, so that would be very good.
Many of the candidates have said they're running based on their record. Your record, do you qualify to run for the presidency, the office? And if so, why you, why now?
Well, interestingly enough, our country was actually designed for citizen statesmen. It wasn't designed for a political class. It's been distorted over the last many decades into people believing that you have to be a politician. But the fact of the matter is, if you take the collective political experience of everybody in Congress right now, it comes out to just under 9,000 years. Where has that gotten us? What we really need is people who know how to solve problems, complex problems, and utilizing the resources around them, the people around them, in order to get that done. And it's more critical right now than it ever has been.
But give me some substance. How are you going to solve the problems? Economic, war on terror?
I can tell you. Which one would you like me to tell you?
Let's start with economics.
Okay, economics. First of all, you have to understand our economic condition. You know, you hear people always saying, you know, we have $18.4 trillion debt. And that's a lot. There's no question about it. If you try to pay it off at $10 million a day, it would take you more than 5,000 years. But that's a drop in the bucket. It's the unfunded liabilities that's really the problem. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all the departmental programs, versus the amount of money that we're expected to take in from taxes and other revenue sources. Those two numbers should be identical, but in fact there's a gap there. It's called a fiscal gap, and it's at $211 trillion. And the only reason we can sustain that is because we can print money. We're the reserve capital of the world. If we were not, we would be in worse shape than Greece is right now. And we may lose that ability because it usually goes with the #1 economy in the world, which we were from the 1870s until last year when China surpassed us. And would they like to be the reserve currency? They would, but their banking system won't tolerate it right now. But now they're putting together the Asian Investment Bank, and several of our allies have joined them with that. And that's going to really present a challenge to us in a few years if we don't get our fiscal house in order. That is something that is so important right now. And what we have to understand, in order to stir up the most dynamic economic engine the world has ever known, we have to reform our taxes, and we have to get rid of the excessive regulation. Regulation in virtually everything that we do right now. And most people don't realize this, but every single regulation costs us money. And it hits the poor people disproportionately because it costs us the same. Those are the kinds of things that are suppressing our economy. And then you take something like the employer mandate. You know, small business is the backbone of this country. But now people get to 40 employees and they start slowing down because they don't want to hit that magic number 50. Or they're hiring people part-time. These things are absolutely killing the engine that created the success that we've had. So you have to understand those things in order to begin to address them.
Doctor, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Jared Becky.